What's up, guys? Curtis here. Welcome to the next episode of the season. I am just recording back to back. Literally, I just recorded the last one. Now I'm recording. That's how back to back works. Why am I explaining to you how back to back works? We have got a big episode today. We have got a game against a big team. We've got a Europa League game, and we have the game against our old team, Rostov. Let's get straight into this damn video right now. Alright. Okay, I played one game. I was supposed to play this one too, but I realised they're third in the league, and that's who we're gunning for. So, I've played this perfectly. I thought our next game was Rostov. I've just seen that's not until after the winter break. So, we'll do a double header, and then next time you see me, it'll be at the end of the flipping window. I'll see if I can find the draw. That'd be ideal. But we're playing it against Krasnodar. Hang on, let's roll it back a little bit. I wasn't supposed to submit teams. We played against this team who at the time were like 10th, I think. They're now 11th. It is what it is. We've gone up to 9th now. We are still 3 points off 4th, which is pretty big. We did manage to improve our goal difference by another 2, which is fantastic. A great start for the club since I took over. 3 wins, scoring a lot of goals. Now, granted, we could work on our defence. We have conceded 6 in 3 games against some pretty poor teams, but We've got some money to spend in January, so that is the goal, that we will spend it on some defensive-minded players. But we're going to go straight into this one now with basically the same team as what we used before. Socrates, Gui Louis and Miryasnikov as our back 3. Then Vernbloom, Alan Djorkaev as our 2 holding midfielders. Djorkaev is basically just going to be running up and down in this little gap here. Then you got Willian, Yuri Tielemans, Vitinho, Luke Solario, and Demin. I'm going to keep calling him Denim, but I'll try my best not to. We have also put in an offer for a player. He won't be joining until January, but it's Leroy Sané. Okay, now he played in the first year for City and then hasn't played a league game since 5 seasons or 4 seasons or something. So he didn't reach his potential. He's valued at like 8 mil and he's available to buy for 4.1 million. And I think 4.1 million for Leroy Sané is decent. My goal is to buy him and then a couple good Russians. That's what I'm thinking. That'll be enough to see us through for the rest of this season. Leroy Sané is quite young. Maybe get like 2 decent, promising Russians. Who knows? But yeah, the thing is for the future, I want to be at this club for a few years now. I want to stay here until maybe 3 seasons, and we go 1-0 up against Krasnodar. Absolutely fantastic. They were 3rd in the league before today. That puts us 3rd in the league. Now, a bunch of teams below us do have games in hand, so we could go as far down as 10th after they play their games. But that's key, and that is our Regista playing it to our complete forward, playing it to our advanced forward, and that has worked an absolute treat. That defence, that attack is looking naughty, and hopefully it continues. I've just realised my fringe is like really weirdly flat. I wasn't looking straight on at the camera, so apologies if I look like an absolute melt. Let me slide the screen across. That's what I look like forward. Oh, they nearly scored. They nearly scored. What is going on? What is going on? By the looks of things, Krasnodar have been the better team. They should have scored there. They've had 2 clear-cut chances. They've had more possession, more shots. Same shots on target, though. So, who's really been the better team? They've had 5 long shots, so I'm not really having that they've been dominating, actually. Yuri Tielemans to Ilario. Bang it, son. Oh, he did. It was blocked. Vernbloom out to Tielemans. This is bang it, Socrates on the volley. No, Vernbloom, that's got to be a goal. One of you. Their goalkeeper, Connor Valov. Sounds like his full name, Konovalov, but no, it's Konovalov. It's like probably Ivan Konovalov, and he stops the ball. What am I talking about? I want to see what his actual name is. Oh, I'm not going to find it here. When it goes into the next screen, I'm going to see if it's Igor Konovalov. I'm guessing, being Russian, Igor, gotta be. He has to be, or I'm just saying that because my goalkeeper's first name's Igor. Krasnodar actually have some good players. I recognise that Kabore. I'm pretty sure he plays for Burkina Faso. Does he? He does. I nailed it. And their goalkeeper, it's Ivan, not Igor. Damn it. I messed that one up. I don't really know if I know any of their other players. But fantastic second goal. That is humongous for the team. Yuri Tielemans whips in a fantastic corner for Alan Djorkaeff to put it away. Our two midfielders, yeah, what was I trying to say there? Combining for the goal. Djorkaeff now has a goal and an assist. Or no, he got the pre-assist, didn't he? I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's make some changes. Alario, he looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock, so we'll do this. That works nicely. What else should we change? Nothing yet, I don't think. We don't have any games other than the Europa League, which isn't that important on Thursday. So let's just let the team play out a little bit. Get a bit more morale up, get some confidence boosters in. We might rest someone for the last 10 minutes or maybe just give one of the youngsters a go. Although if they score now, I might be a little bit more worried. That Poloz, he's the one that originally played for Rostov before we took over, isn't it? I think he's like the Iranian one. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure right now in real life he plays for Rostov, but wasn't there when we managed them. I can't get over how much of a step up this was. I know CSKA were like 11th in the league when we actually took over, but it only has taken a few games to get them into the top 4. And in reality, this is a team that can be absolutely mental. I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like we've got really lucky with this one. And I think this is going to be a huge step up for the club. Don't really know what I'm doing, if I'm honest with you, lads. I've used all my subs, so I can't even do that. Let me undo everything I just tried. Who else can we bring on that's young and good? Milanov, no, he's not even young. Bring on this guy, why not? I don't know what I'm doing. Probably going to go on to lose the game now, but should be fine. So as it stands, we're only 4 points off the top. Granted, both teams above us have games in hand, but that is good. It's quite exciting times, really, because I think we've got a really strong team. If I can manage them well, we can genuinely be in the Champions League next season. We've gone 3-0 up against the team that was in 3rd place. That is pretty decent. I'm really excited to manage CSKA Moscow, you know. This is going to be a lot of fun. I really think it is. And there we go. That is a 3-0 win. Absolutely lovely. I'm going to be properly nice to him. I know a lot of people tell me off for it, but morale is buzzing. I had something on my tongue. We're in a decent little spot here. I'm going to keep an eye on the other games. I don't know why they always mention the Euro Cup, mate. We're already in it. Just chill out. Wait until the end of the season at least. It's not even flipping Christmas, and they're talking about the Euro Cup race. Get in the bin. I'm excited to see other results though. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how the other teams do. When do they play? When are the fixtures? If we click on Rubin Kazan, they play their game Sunday, apparently. I think the teams literally are playing right now too, so we should get a bunch of results pop up in a second. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe they're all playing on Sunday for some reason. That would be weird. Competitions. Why have none of them played? Are we the only teams to have played on a Saturday? I don't get that. Only one other team played on Saturday. Everyone else is playing on Sunday. How peculiar. But we'll keep an eye out for all those games. Right, guys, I'm going to do this on the video to show you. So, we've got Leroy Sané. I have been scouting him to 100% level. He has 3-star current ability. Very decent potential ability if he reaches it. He's still only 24. He is extremely interested in the transfer. So I think we could get him on 55k, 60k a week. He's a great player. The language and strength, you can work on both of those things. 4.5 mil when he's valued at 8.75. I feel like that's unreal. And if we look at the reports, he's already as good as anyone else that can play on the right wing for us. Maybe we don't, he's the only guy that we have a scout report of. But he's already as good as anyone else that can play that position for the club. And maybe when we go to 4 at the back, we have him and Vitinho on either side with something like this maybe. I don't know. I just feel like it's an unreal opportunity. He can also play right and left mid too, which if we do stick with 3 at the back is handy. I'm going to whack in an offer. We have 13 million to spend and 200k wage budgets. And it's not like he'd blow out our wage budget. If we got him on 50k, 60k, he'd be around the right sort of price for our team. So 4.5 mil, I think that's an unreal signing. I hope we get him. If we look, this is what I mentioned to you earlier. He played 6 cup games, 8 cup games, nothing, and then 7 cup games. He hasn't played a league game since the first season. He only had 6 league starts. So the man is desperate to get out of there. If he can go to a club like ours, I think it'd be brilliant. And here we go. He wants to be first team, all over that. Let's see what we offer him a week. That'll be the decider, really. The contract talks to commence. He wants 90k. Let's offer him 53. Let's literally fly it down. I'm happy to pay those add-ons, though. Appearance fee, salon fee percentage. He is being a little bit demanding. I'm going to start to be a little bit... There you go, 61k. That's naughty. I'm all over that. Hope you guys also think that's a good signing. He'll basically be available from our next important game, because this one's a write-off. And he shouldn't be cup-tied in the Europa League, because he hasn't played in any continental competition. So, hopefully we're all good. But we have our game against FC Midtjylland. Midtjylland. I've been calling him Midgetland for some reason, but it's Midtjylland, isn't it? Midtjylland. I think that's right. He's finished scouting him, though. That's still good enough for me. For the price he's at, the wages, I think it's class. And he's a young player. That's what we need, you know? He's not Russian, but he's young. And it's what we... Alright, it's a little bit of a shame. Lucas Olario is injured, but that means that the youngster with great potential gets a start. His finishing is not very good. Maybe we get him on. We'll get him on some finishing training because it looks like he needs it. But, are there any other changes we're going to make? I don't know. I'm not sure. We're going to stick at this for now. And yeah, that's it really. I don't want to do too many changes. I want to keep some options around, but I don't want to go in and lose this game. We are guaranteed top of the group, but I think for morale's sake, I don't want to go and lose. I want us to keep as many wins going as a row, or just be like undefeated. I don't want to lose, basically, at this club. And the longer you go doing that, the better the morale is. So I think it's important to at least field a decent squad. And yeah, we are missing our star striker, but hopefully we can be alright. We are away from home, and at the end of the day, Midtjylland aren't the worst team in the world. But I'd like to think we can do something. But here we go. The man with 9 finishing. It was shown there. They're playing with 2 banks of 4, 4-4-2. I think with our slightly unorthodox formation, I couldn't think of the word for a second there, it's going to go one of 2 ways. I was going to say we're either going to be wide open or we're going to just break them apart with ease. And it was quite clear there we were left wide open, but hopefully we can get lucky with one of our attacks. The only problem I feel is that I feel really susceptible to the counter-attack. So I'm not sure if maybe on corners we need to tell an extra player to stay back, because I feel like both times we had corners there, it looked like they could have broken quite easily. We have got an attack here now. Demin plays it to Vitinho. It's nice having that little option, and wow, the man scores again. He's an absolute beast. I've got my window open, and where it's so hot, I feel like flipping every bug in the world is flying in. I said that. Did you see? I literally watched him fly in the window then. I don't know if you could see that in the video. I'll try and zoom in on my face. I literally was looking at it as I watched him fly in the window, come up like this and basically hit me in the face. That was ridiculous timing. But what I was going to say is that I feel like it's leaving me just itchy everywhere. Now when you feel like mosquitoes and stuff are around, I'm like scratching my feet, everything's... Oh, it's horrible. It sends shivers down your spine. But we've got 1-0 up with Vitinho. Absolute screamer. The guy is doing well. He's like, I can't sit still now. I just feel like I'm covered in bugs. After saying it, makes your mind go all weird. But Pontus Wernbloom plays the ball to Yuri Tielemans, the best player in Europe. I just can't believe we've got him. And Tikhomirov, how am I saying him? Tikhomirov. That's it, Tikhomirov. So that's not too bad, Tikhomirov. I'm going to say that a million times until I get it right. But that's good, he finished. He's got 9 finishing. He poked that one away absolutely delightfully. And yeah, happy days. Good one. Nice one, mate. Gui Louis heads it down to Tielemans. We have got a 2-0 lead in a game that I didn't see as important, but we wanted to win. So at half-time, I'm going to be making 2 substitutions. I thought we were going to go 3-0 up there, but no complaints from me. We've won just the 2 games in our group that I managed. We've played 5 games now and won them all. There genuinely was a bug on my foot then, and I've caught it. Flipping heck. There's like mosquitoes everywhere. I need to close my window. I've got all my studio lights on, and it's obviously like, it's 11:45, so everywhere's dark. So everything's just flipping, flocking into my room. I need to close the window. I'm going to get warm, but it'll be worth it. Right, Tikhomirov has scored another goal. I love it. Brilliant. Youngsters coming in, banging in the goals. We've got 2 young Russian good strikers in our squad. It's just brilliant. Really exciting times for me, and I'm really glad we took over CSK Moscow. I was gutted when FC Midtjylland turned me down. It was between them and Hajduk Split. I think they're the ones who used to like have Dani Olmo or another Croatian side, and I was desperate to have one of those, to manage one of those teams. But both of them turned me down, And I thought, well, we'll go for CSKA Moscow, and they flipping got it. So, I don't know, I'm pretty happy to be in the situation I am. There are no complaints from me whatsoever. What changes are we making? We're going to take off Pontus Wernbloom. We're going to bring on the 2 young fullbacks who have got a bit of potential about them. Just to try and get as many young potential players on, and then as the game goes on, we'll bring on Kotov. That'll be our like 65th, 70th minute substitution, provided there haven't been any injuries. I literally feel like I'm covered in bugs now, and I'm not, but I'm going mental. Even still at 4 at the back, you could still argue we still have a very unusual kind of formation on the go. Very lopsided squad. If we... it won't even let me load up the flipping thing. Never mind. Can I look at it? There we go. We're in formation. So if we look at our formation in this bottom left-hand corner, it's still very wonky and a bit of a weird one. But, I don't know. I quite like it. Kratachil to different players, and it's gone in the back of the net. Toko Ekambe. Maybe I should have stuck with 3 at the back. You know, maybe that's the future. Maybe I do actually need to play 3 at the back next season. The thing is, I'm going to start playing against good teams. Have I played against good enough teams to test the 3 at the back yet? Feyenoord, you could argue, aren't good enough to test it. Krasnodar really aren't good enough. I don't know. I don't know if we buy fullbacks or not. Of course, flipping our centre-back gets injured though, and we have no options that can play there. Sickening. We've taken off both players that can play in the position. It's just actually quite funny, isn't it, that has happened. I'm going to do this. Just kind of... Probably not going to win this game anymore. That's ludicrous that the 2 players that can play centre-back we took off and then 1 got injured. 60th minute 2. Well, we didn't get to bring on the youngsters that we wanted, but we'll see if we can play with just 1 centre-back. A bit of an unusual setup to play. Flipping Gooey Louie, who's got like 4 pace, is probably dealing with a lot at the back right now. But we're doing well to just keep the ball, I guess. We have had 56% possession. We're playing it safe. Tielemans to Demin. Oh, I thought he was going to score then. I would have liked him to get a goal, but... not today. Hopefully the other Russian striker could complete his hat-trick. That would be nice. But it looks like they're going to come forward and score here. You would expect the case where we are missing a centre-back, but they have blazed it over luckily. And as you can see by the stats, we have definitely been the better team. We can just keep it going now. See the game out. I'd like to win 3-1. I wouldn't be too upset if we conceded again, but it would be nice just to prove that defensively we are a little bit more solid than I thought. But no, maybe not. They're going to go and score. A ridiculous ball played through. I mean, they hit the crossbar. If we had 2 centre-backs, it wouldn't have happened. He was in loads of space, and Gooey Louie had to go over there, and then coming back across, he was basically mugged off as well. But the game just doesn't seem to want to end. Hopefully it does now. Feyenoord obviously beat Guimarães. I'm not even going to bother saying it. But we topped the group with 16 points. Lovely, lovely stuff. We're going to have a quick look at who actually did finish in second in the groups. I know we said we were going to. We get 310k for another win. So we've got 620 for our 2 wins. And then 516 for finishing first in the group, which is decent. If we look at competitions and Euro Cup, I'm pretty sure that said reach semi-final earlier on. I'm going to see if I can find the thing, but I'm pretty sure that's what it said earlier on. So, Udinese, interesting. Valencia should be quite tricky. Wow, Schalke missed out by a point. Villarreal will be hard. Slavia Prague's probably the best one so far. Besiktas, Rubin Kazan. I don't know if you can be drawn against another Russian side. Maybe on goal difference there. Marseille will be quite tricky. Panathinaikos would be alright. Partizan Belgrade would be okay. Bordeaux, Rapid Vienna. Hopefully we don't get Udinese, Valencia, Villarreal and Besiktas. They're probably the 4 I want to avoid. But at the end of the day, we should be able to beat all of them. We topped our group and they finished second. So fingers crossed. The draw is on the Monday. So we are going to wait and see that actually. And then we will wrap up the episode. And next time you see us, we will be at the end of the transfer window. We have players bought. It should be exciting times, you know. We've got 15 million quid to spend, which I'm pretty happy about. The overall club finances, okay, so that they are back on a break. I forgot, 25 million's our exact balance. I forgot to check that. And I also just noticed I'm still studying for my Continental A license. I wasn't sure if it would just cancel it when you left a club, but apparently it hasn't, so that's handy. Our reputation's at 55% now, which is pretty good. This is quite interesting too. Mario Fernandes, who's obviously an CSK Moscow player, who Brazilian. Is he still down as Brazilian? He's down as Russian now. They must have got him. But he is at Real Madrid. He seems to be playing a fair amount of games then, which is good. If he plays 5 more, we get 5 million quid, which is pretty good. That's a big money. I mean, our balance is 25 million. So if we get another 5 million, very good stuff. Right, here we go. Knockout draw, first round. I don't know if it's seeded in first versus second. It doesn't look to be seeded. Well, we've got Marseille. They finished. Where did they finish? Marseille did finish second, so maybe it is actually seeded. What's their team like? How are they looking? They're quite good. They got Højbjerg, Frank Kessie, who plays for Atalanta at the moment in real life. That's correct. They've got a pretty good team. That's going to be a very, very hard game. I think we've been mugged off a little bit there. They won all but one game. They got 15 points in their group. That's going to be very, very hard. Some other games that are interesting. Bordeaux, Dynamo Kiev. They were both second in their group. I don't think this is seeded, you know. Maybe it is. I don't know if I'm going mental or not. I don't know. Yeah, Shakhtar. I'm pretty sure they finished. If Shakhtar finished top of their... Oh, they got knocked out of the Champions League one. Who knows how it's seeded? It's different to the Premier League. But Marseille, that's quite a tricky one. That really is. It's going to be interesting. We play them before the actual league season starts. So I'm going to arrange another friendly for this Wednesday to get the squad fitter again. We're going to go for Zenit St. Petersburg. A nice, tricky game. We're going to get 120 grand for it if it goes through. But there you go. That'll be good. We'll probably, yeah, that'll be decent. Get the squad fit and firing in time for then. And, yeah, hopefully we can do well. We'll be back for that. We'll probably do a triple header of Marseille, Rostov, and the other one. Sane is done. Perfect timing. 6.25 million after the additional bonuses. I love it. Guys, next time you see us, we'll have spent the other 10 million, I'm sure. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Smash that like button if you did. Subscribe if you're new around here. Have a fantastic day. And I will see you all next time. Bye, guys. I feel like I'm doing sign language with all this.